Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krista and I'm doing your November 2019 General Tarot Forecast. So this is your Tarot and Oracle forecast. This is for November 2019 and it's for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. If you'd like more information for the month, do check out your Moon and Rising signs. So we're going to be doing an action plan spread. It's a 5-card spread, and this is to help get us ready for the upcoming new year, which is in about 8 weeks, which is just crazy how the time has flown. But we're just getting ourselves prepared and ready for what is working for us, what we need to let go of, and what's going to serve us best. So what are messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for November 2019? Messages for Cancer, November 2019. Just for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. So tempted to flip those over, but sorry, my camera seems to be shaking for some reason. I think I need some new... I might need a new tripod there, folks. I just realized how much that camera's shaking. Sorry about that. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising for Cancer, November 2019. Oops. Messages for Cancer, November 2019. Almost have it. All right, folks. So we have a 5-card spread today. We'll use bottom of the deck card for general energy for the month. Wow. Wow, this is really stunning. So pleased to see this for you. Holy smokes, 2 kings, guys. 2 kings here. So underlying energy for the month for you is spiritual advancement. You could be completely successful in business or with investment ideas. This is a very proud, successful business person here as the King of Wands. And I'm looking here at the King of Cups. We could have Leo, Scorpio could figure prominently. We do have the card of Pisces here as well. So Leo, Scorpio, Pisces. Or 12th house, 5th house, and 8th house. Subject matters could be very, very important to you, or this could be playing out in those realms. So the psychic, spiritual, the creative, sex and love, and then sex, death, and regeneration here with the Scorpio. So I just want to put that out there to begin with because it's just so sweet. I am looking at my window and I see the world's cutest little blue jay. How cute. I wish I could show you. Anyway, he's just having a little snack. But that's lovely to see. And the blue jay, for the record, is all about being bold. Say your truth. Get your words out there. Present yourself. Don't be shy. So if you've been putting something off that you've been shy about, Cancer, I'm going to suggest this would be a fantastic month for you to put yourself out there. You are in a fantastic position to be heard and well received as someone who is very possibly a leader, or someone who is considered an expert, or just generally speaking, someone who is extremely joyous to be around. But there, ultimately, you can see the crown, the sun crown around his head. There is a great spiritual advancement or awakening here that belongs to you as well. So with the starting point, there's on its own, the moon can be the shadow, the dark self. It can be secrets. It can be the unseen. Missing information, not seeing things clearly for what they really are. However, in this spread, okay, as the action plan spread to help get us ready for the new year, what I'm going to suggest the moon is in your starting point is absolutely having an appreciation, if not a profound understanding of the esoteric or the occult or the underworld. Remember 12th house energy, right? This is self-undoing. This is the death of the ego. This is higher alignment. These two together, I could do, I could say this for a lot of different doubles, but this would just be an interesting reading to have on its own, these two cards, to be honest with you. This is profound spiritual awareness, right? Profound spiritual knowledge, awareness. This could even be something as simple as taking what's in the dark and bringing it to light, or shining a light on it to make, to acknowledge it and to help others with it. This isn't about hoarding information or being in control or being a powerful leader that has control over other people, and it's not cold, like the King of Swords would be considered cold. The King of Wands is so full of passion and love, okay? I mean, literally crown of sun around his head, and then this massive kind of heart, this ball of light inside of it. I mean, this is just kind of the epitome of love. This is someone who knows how to love. And then here with your starting point. So, this influencing this is, let's bring what's hidden in the shadows, or the occult, or the esoteric, or the unknown, the unseen, the shadow world, secrets, etc. Let's bring them out. Let's show them fearlessly. And I know that there's nothing wrong with it, and that fearlessness will serve you because of all the other surrounding cards. It's just absolutely stunning. The outcome is better than can be expected, I promise you. So this is what you already have. It can move as you move forward. The Three of Pentacles indicates a lot of support. You merely have to ask and you'll receive at this time. This could be very definitely a spiritual matter for you, or an esoteric or occult matter for you, Cancer. It could be about your ancestors. It could be about religion, if you're a religious versus spiritual person, for example. This could be a religious, profoundly religious or spiritual advancement for you as well. Or, like I said, understanding and appreciation as well. Maybe you're not practicing something, but you sort of have an aha moment around something. And again, the fearlessness is what's going to serve you in bringing it to other people, okay? So you could actually act as a conveyor or a messenger, despite this not being a knight. You do have the two kings, right? Like I said, we're dealing with extremely strong fixed energy with both the Leo and the Scorpio here. This is extremely fixed energy in two different elements. So if you want to pretend, for example, that we've got, fire underneath some water, you can create steam. There's something or the water can put the fire out, right? But if you use them, if you use these together, and they're equal parts, right? So you can create steam, you can create something entirely different, like an alchemist here. So there's a great deal of growth, personal okay? Emotional and professional growth that belongs to you in the month of November. I'm excited for you. I got to be honest. But what you already have is a lot of support. Ask for help if you need anything, but you're already underway, something that you've already begun or assessed and at least have begun or have all the pieces to start building something here as well. And I do want to make mention that this could very well be a spiritual matter for you. Here with the challenge, okay, this is what you will face, and by facing it, creating the change you need. This is, again, with the secrets and the unknown and the hidden. Scorpio ruled King of Cups here is just like, here you go. Here's everything. Here's my good sides and my bad sides and my dark sides and my light sides. And do you want to have a snack? And let's hug it out. And where do you want to go tonight? Like, this is a deep and profound, but also honest and loving, okay? And psychically in tune card, right? Scorpio actually makes a very good therapist, right? But it's someone who understands their own heart. They have to understand what's behind the scenes. In fact, they have to understand what's dark to not only heal it, but to bring it to life, to illuminate how they got through something, to even educate or help or assist other people at this time. And I do see you doing this successfully. So what will you face and then create the change you seek? Deep, profound, compassionate love for yourself and others. This is such a stunning, energetic card here. Let's just take the Scorpio 8th house elements out of it. There's just, he's the master, right? Like, once you get to be a king, you've mastered it, right? You're so close with Source now. On the other side of the King of Wands is the Ace of Wands. It's a new opportunity. It's a new day. It's new growth. It's the next chapter. Same with this guy, right? Right next to him sits, in the deck, is the Ace of Cups, which is pure love. It's spiritual acumen, right? So just incredibly stunning energy here for you. I'm actually feeling so calm and relaxed just reading this for you because it's so chill. But what a gorgeous month for you. I'm really excited that you get to enjoy, right? You get to enjoy maybe something that you found difficult or found was a little bit of work for you, or, even a month or two ago, you would rather have not looked at. Like, you've come a long way. Here with your help, this is where you can find help, be it a person, technique, a study, an action. This is a message of love. This is also learning the language of love. In some manifestations of this card, there is a Babel fish in a little cup that the Page of Cups is holding. And all that means is that they learn to speak the same language. So here, where you can find help, you can learn that language of love, right? There could be a young person, a young water sign who appears here or who plays a part. You could be the young water sign person, or you could be drawing in that energy here as well. But basically, sweet, precious, kind messages of love. They could very well be, and it doesn't have to be, but if this is a romantic reading for you, it could be romantic messages of love here for you as well. And look at this really gorgeous outcome. The goal or the outcome here in alignment with more Wands energy, right, is our Seven of Wands. This is staying true to yourself, being strong and confident in your position, right? And having the higher ground. You are on higher ground. You're on solid, higher ground. You're working from spirit. I see absolutely no fear here in this for you at all. In fact, I see you ready for all of these opportunities that are about to present themselves to you because you're willing to do what needs to be done. So all of this said has to be done. Right? So this is, you want to see this 3, for example, become a 10, right? So you're on the right path here, Cancer. Just absolutely gorgeous reading for you. I always say this, and I don't know what I expect to see when I'm shuffling for signs. But every time I see it, I'm just like, this is amazing. It's better than I thought. So really gorgeous for you, 100% self-acceptance and then playfulness. This is so gorgeous to see this for you here. I'm going to suggest here that self-acceptance is part and parcel of our King of Cups, right? Self-acceptance. You have to have gotten to the root of that dark part of yourself, or the shadow or secret part of yourself, in order to learn to love it, in order to learn to nurture that and love it, and be grateful, just to be grateful. If you are different or unique, or you color outside the lines or something like that, or there's something a little bit different about you, here where you feel like you have to defend or protect something here, your acceptance of yourself will be your greatest reward. In fact, if we're going to use the term, say, validation, I would look for internal, spiritual, nurturing, emotional, internal, okay? You want to accept yourself, and outward validation or non-validation won't mean a thing. And that's the whole point, my dears. It really is. You don't need someone else to applaud you. You just need your tribe, but your tribe, you applaud each other because you get it. You don't need applause from somebody who doesn't know what you're talking about. So don't look for outward validation. You provide that to yourself. And once you do that, you meet your tribe. And then you're in really sort of a heavenly place, right? Here with playfulness, this is really so closely aligned here with our King of Wands. Playfulness, yes, he's playful. It's fifth house energy. It's creative. It's sexy. It's fun. It's flirty. It's not about perfectionism. Again, with our Three of Pentacles here, let's work up to becoming an expert, as opposed to needing perfection, right? There's a great quote I heard, and I wish I could remember who said it, but somebody said, don't reach for perfection, reach for excellence. And I think that's a great takeaway from this reading for you as well, especially if you're on the journey to something miraculously deep and powerful for you. Reach for excellence. Cancer, we do have the owl showing up. We're looking at self-deception or deception within your circle of friends or workmates. I will suggest that this is something that could be happening internally to you, or that you don't get misled here, especially with the moon being the very first card of the reading. Again, we're looking at the shadow self, and then we're looking at a deception. Just beware that you are your own best friend at this time, and that you try not to slow down. Just keep going in this direction. Don't look back. We do have a 7 here, but this is about standing your ground. So here with deception, just beware of self-deception at this time. You don't want to fool yourself. You don't want to trick yourself. I would even suggest as well, we don't have any swords, so I'm going to suggest that the self-deception, right, is about fears and doubts, right? So no fears and doubts this month, Cancer, because that is the deception. That is the deception this month. It's a type of trickery. It's fears and doubts, and it's a lie. So don't let that get in the way of your hopes, plans, and dreams for the month of November. We just have, 2 more decks here. We'll polish off your reading. So we have the romance angels here. If this is not a romance reading for you, this is about creativity or even spirituality. So let's see what the romance angels has to add to this. And this is a gorgeous way to end November. You're standing on solid ground here. You could even be very, very popular here as well. You could very well be receiving messages of love as well. Don't get me wrong. But that shouldn't necessarily decide your emotions or your attitude about yourself, right? It's kind of like icing on the cake, or sprinkles on the icing, because you've already put the icing on the cake. All right, let's actually cut this deck for you and see what comes out. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. This is really sweet, actually. I think it's a nice reminder, especially because you are working so hard. You are in sort of an intense emotional or sensation of nurturing and emotional development and well-being. I would suggest here that, again, with the perfectionism versus excellence, we're going to pay attention to a sense of excellence. Be willing to make some mistakes or not be so perfect at the very beginning here, because at least what I'm seeing here by the end of the month, there will be something that is perfected. But look at it this way. There's always something new around the corner. There's always something to learn and discover. So if you stop trying to control other people or how soon or how long something takes, and just go with the flow, go with the process, right? In a natural way. Have some respect for the natural state of things, for cycles, for seasons, right? That type of thing. For the natural world. It's also going to reduce your stress level 100%. We do have some chaos and conflict and then unfinished symphony. Chaos and conflict, I actually don't see this card very often, but this is usually all about you getting over yourself, right? Of course, this could have to do with other people, but I'm suggesting this is all about you. Use this reading to your advantage. Whatever is going on, use the messages to your advantage. I'm going to suggest that this is, if it's not about other people in your environment, you could be moving too fast. You could be expecting something too soon. If that's the case, really get back to this card here. Let go of control issues. If this is about somebody else, then there could be a disagreement here. There could be someone who doesn't really understand why you're doing or what you're doing. And it could just be something that you have to meet within this environment in order to reach this level of personal advancement. So I think this is actually part and parcel of you growing and learning and becoming an expert at something, to be honest with you. I think you are going to meet with this, and it's necessary to the growth. So don't be too disturbed by any chaos or conflict. Make sure that you aren't creating this for yourself, is the only caveat with that card. And then unfinished symphony, I feel really strongly here, especially because we do have the Three of Pentacles, which is the strength that you have. And this is what you're going to polish up by the end of the month. So anything that you've already begun that you want to see the end of in order to move into the next phase, or at least before the new year, right? Which is what this is all about. It's the action plan to bring us into the next chapter of our lives. We're going to polish something up here. We're going to finish something we've started. Stay out of your own way. Excellence versus perfection. Don't be afraid of going into the dark or shadow self here, because you're highly protected and you know exactly what is true. You know exactly what is true. We're dealing again with some gorgeous fixed energy and then 12th house energy, which is really, quite frankly, the spirit world. It's Persephone. It's the underworld. It is self-dissolution. It's the death of the ego. So I really see a very positive month ahead for you. Beware not to get in your own way. No self-trickery. Be prepared for chaos and conflict. It's part and parcel of this type of growth for you. But remember, you're going to wind up on solid ground here, Cancer. So I really hope you enjoyed that reading. I had a blast reading it for you. Follow me on my socials, Facebook at Radical Angel Esoterica, Instagram, Radical Angel 33. I upload a daily tarot reading for you every single day. It's free and it's a general reading, so you can look at that. Also, thanks for joining me today. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, folks. Bye for now.